Today on the Jukebox Kitchen, we're making ginger ale. I love ginger ale. Now, ginger ale is different than ginger beer. Ginger beer is made from the plant itself, and ginger ale, we are going to use the root right here. Now, ginger root is kind of one of those things that is got a very aromatic smell to it. It's very, very fragrant and very spicy. If you've ever had sushi, you've had pickled ginger on your plate, and I just love pickled ginger, but today we're not making that. We're making ginger ale. So here are all the things you're gonna need. You're gonna need some water. You're gonna need a grater. Now you can dice it with a knife as well. It doesn't have to be a grater, but I tend to like using a grater instead. I don't mind having little bits of ginger in my food. Then there is your measuring spoons, a spoon to stir, and a place to put your ginger bug once it's done. I've already gone ahead and labeled my jar and put the date on which I'm starting this project. And so let's see here. Now, very easy to do. I have a half a cup of water here. I'm gonna pour it in about 2 ounces. Just that much. I don't need any more than that to start. Then I'm getting sugar. I'm gonna place 2 tablespoons of sugar in here. Now some people say, whoa, I don't want that to be that sweet. The sugar's not for you. The sugar is for the yeast and the bugs and the probiotics and the enzymes and the bacteria. Not for you. Next, so easy, right? You're going to grate your ginger. Now, some people take off the outer husk. I don't mind it. Now, if you freeze your ginger like I used to do, I used to freeze my ginger all the time. You don't have to freeze your ginger. In fact, if you do freeze your ginger, this isn't gonna work. It'll kill the bacteria that is on the ginger, and you need that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm looking for about 2 tablespoons. Ginger is a very fibrous root, you can see on the ends there. And as we grate, it's gonna go into there. I am making a bit of a mess, and normally I do this over a plate, but it's my kitchen and I don't care. Why would you do this at home? Honestly, I gotta tell you, it is one of those little joys of life to be able to make something on your own for pennies on the dollar that's good for you and healthy. There's a lot of studies out that show now that our biggest issue as far as health goes is that we are not taking care of our microbiome, which is the gut, our intestines, things like that. You have this space in your body that desperately is crying to you for help. We're mostly bacteria. I mean, our body is like amazing. And we need cultured foods, fermented foods in order to be healthy. So if you're gonna go out and buy ginger ale anyway, why not just make it at home? Okay. Now, I'm just gonna give it a little stir. Get some of those that are left out there. Just to dissolve the sugar, I have made a huge mess. That's okay. Huge messes are fun. That's what experiments and things are all about. And I'm just gonna make sure that that ginger is thoroughly incorporated in my slurry. Get it all in there. Now, just like your other cultures at home, if you culture other things like kefir and kombucha, you're going to want to make sure that you don't cap a lid on this very tightly. It's going to need to breathe. We're talking about yeast here, and if you choke off its oxygen supply, it's not going to do anything. Okay, now every day you're going to kind of repeat this process. You're going to add more ginger, you're going to add more sugar, maybe about a tablespoon of ginger and an ounce of water rather than the 2, doubling the recipe the way I did. And you're going to start to see bubbles form at the surface in here, even without touching it. It's just going to form a lot of bubbles in there. And that's going to let you know that things are happening. Now, once you're finished, you're going to take a bottle. I have lots of bottles that have the tight lids on them, like this one. If you notice, this has a nice seal on the top of it. It's got lots, it can seal everything up. Now this bottle you can purchase for something like $6 at a store that's empty and has nothing in it. Or you can go to Aldi's and buy their lemonade that's prepackaged and everything, and you can take that lemonade and drink it or pour it out, $2, and you get the bottle. I mean, that's not rocket science, that's genius. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do. Anyway, once you've done the ginger bug for 5 days, that means that you did the initial, and then you added every day an ounce of water and a tablespoon of sugar and at least a tablespoon of ginger that's grated. And then you keep doing this every day for 5 days. Then you're ready to start making ginger ale. So if you're doing a small jar like this, at least half of it's gonna have to go in this bottle. And then you're going to fill the rest of it with like a half a cup of sugar, because it's still going to need to eat in order to make ginger ale. And then you're going to fill with water, and then you can fill it with lemon juice. I have made lime, so I used 1 lime and squeezed the juice and the pulp in here. It has been sitting for somewhere around 3 to 5 days. And so I've burped it a couple of times. It should be okay. And I'm a little nervous to open it because I'm scared it's gonna pop everywhere. But if it does, it'll be awesome because it'll be on camera. So here we go. Okay, and this is what can happen. Well, it is awesome when this happens. Oh my Lord, it's still going. So the piece that goes on top has completely blown off. Like, it's not even on the top of the bottle anymore. And we have quite the explosion going on. This is like a champagne cork gone wrong explosion. But this is the joy of fermented foods. I mean, this is just going to keep bubbling until I cap a lid on it and let it calm down. That gas has to escape and go somewhere. Thankfully, it didn't squirt all over the place. It just kind of stayed localized. Woo! Okay. Oh, what a fun thing this is. I mean, like, scary and fun. It's so much fun. Okay. So here's my ginger ale. It's got a little bit of a fermented smell to it, which means it smells a little bit like beer. But the alcohol content in this is so small. It's not, you don't have to worry about, can I give it to my kids? Can't I? Yes, you can absolutely give it to your kids. It'll be fine. Will your kids drink it? That's up to them. All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that head. That's amazing and beautiful and lovely. Oh. My gosh. This is better than anything I have ever bought in any market, anywhere. And the bubbles are small and beautiful. They are just, Now, did you know that you can also do this with another root, not just ginger? If you really want to be adventurous and you already are purchasing this root, you might want to try turmeric. Turmeric, you've probably seen it. They look like little grubs in the store. They're not the prettiest things, but if you've ever used turmeric, it's very, very orange inside here. And so I went ahead and made a turmeric bug, a lime turmeric bug. And I made this on the 5th, but I have been burping it and opening it and trying my best. And the last time I opened it, I must have messed up, but it was my first attempt. And so I'm gonna try to open it again. I'm not as scared to open this. Well, ooh, and we have fizz. Not as much fizz, but fizz. Once again, it is fizzy. It's very, if you notice, the color is very orange and kind of like, almost like Mountain Dew, if you look at it. The flavor is very much like, it's got turmeric in the background, but mostly it's sweet. It's very delicious. And if you're looking for the benefits of turmeric, this is a great way to get it into your diet in a way that is just kind of fun. Ah, that's tasty. Really tasty. All right, I've made a mess. I'm glad I wasn't in my kitchen. I'm glad I'm here in my dining room. Try out these wonderful, wonderful sodas. They're probiotic, meaning that they are beneficial for your gut health, and they're easy to make. I mean, honestly, this is like pennies. You know, when you weigh it against the cost of soda pop and Coca-Cola and things like that, you're saving money and you're making something that's actually good for you. So please, please, please stop buying crappy sodas from the grocery store. Sorry, Pepsi, we're putting you out of business. This stuff is worth the effort, and it is such a small effort at that. If you're listening to this and you've made it to the end, I just want to say thank you so much for sticking around. You're listening to the Jukebox Kitchen, and underneath you're listening to the song Black Widow, which is the newest song that I've created. Please don't forget to check out my other songs. Let's see, Cherry Blossoms and The Cafe. I really am so excited to be doing the channel. I hope you guys are excited to join me in this. Thanks so much.